St. Pat's from Mackay will take on Rocky Grammar. Rocky Grammar to your left of screen. Wait for the air raid siren. There it is. So a little bit of drizzle falling here at Jack Manske Oval. Could be conducive to some handling errors. We'll see how both sides cope. We're underway. Well, for a moment then, I thought some damage from the kickoffs. I've seen a few different results in that. A couple have gone dead in goal. Referee for this clash is Ryan Littleford. His touch judges are Caden Graham and Luke Perrott. So just looking to finish their set here and complete the 6. Puts it up high. The fullback comes in play in Broadhurst. Takes it nicely. It's going to be tackled from the chaser and Caleb O'Brien. A little bit of help there from Ryan John. Hitting and spinning. That's Henry Colquist. Good momentum here from Rocky Grammar. Tackle over the top there was Cohen Jackson. Catch and pass stuff again. This time it's with Xavier Knott. Knott will just take 3 defenders before they finally crunch him down. One of those tackles there was Mark Morrow. Left foot kick, high one, swirling conditions. Takes it nicely in the end there. It is Adam McSherry. 3 chases there. One of those is Bronson Carlos. Beats 1. Trying to get away from the second. He's going to hang on to him. Ramsamy. Muscat. He draws 3 defenders. So they certainly don't mind the gangland tackle here, Rocky Grammar. 3 in a bunch. Throws a dummy, weaves his way through. Ryan John gets over halfway. Outside defence here from Rocky Grammar. Very quick to get up on the line. Now it's the last. Says, oh, penalty on the last tackle. We'll get to the coaches shortly, but got to be in the top 5 of last tackle penalty as a coach killer. Might ask him tonight, actually, to stay in the same place as Rocky Grammar. Might wait till Friday, maybe. So St. Pat's. Plays in motion, sweeping backline play. Morrow, get up on the 10. O'Brien, he's 5 out. Shears. Fennell. Cut out ball, not sure whether it's supposed to go to him. He's going to go to touch. Not sure it's supposed to go into the hands of Ruben Sarin. So the coaches for Rocky Grammar is Nathan Doyle. Coaches Grant Broadhurst. Their principal is Dr. Philip Moulds. St. Pat's from Mackay. Their coach is Ian Skiffalidi. Principal, Mrs. Janelle Gaius. Oh, not a great pass here. Try to get something on it, Henry Callquist, but couldn't rein it in. So great field opportunity here for St. Pat's from Mackay. Rocking the Roosters colours. Right, so the 29 metres out. Scrum set play. See if 4 points ensures from a set piece such as a scrum. Good defence. That's a great tackle around the ankles there by Callquist. Hitting with pace of Shears. In momentum. This is a great sweeping play. He's going to go across and score. And St. Pat's will open the account with a try to Caden Muscat. Scores in the bottom left-hand corner. So that's 20 metres in from the far side. Speed, catch and pass, drawing the man. Lovely work there in particular from Ruben Sarin. Muscat will go over in the 6th minute. Adam McSherry has been assigned the kicking duties. So just a little bit of misty rain at the moment, or misty drizzle rather than rain. Just trying to see from my angle. Steven point to the middle, Tim. Has he got it right? Let's find out. Aiming right over the dot from where we're standing. Here he goes. Yeah, and there it goes, straight over the dot. Good radar, conversion successful, 6-0. This is a deep back line. Plays in motion at speed, hitting the advantage line and hits the chest. Had to go back in the field. He's a bit worried about the cover defence coming from McSherry. Oh, sorry, from Broadhurst, but he had the momentum. Would have been a dynamic tackle. Would have had to dislodge the footy or taking ball and all and land underneath him. Wasn't to be 6-0. Riley Sullivan, the number 9, puts the shoulder in. Good tackle. Brought some Carlos involved in this one. There's St. Pat's work it across the 30, loses his footing. Ryan John having a good start to this game. Auburn shrugged off one defender. Kept going. Here we go again. Catching passes combination with the 4 and the 5. They certainly know where each other are, and that'll go into touch. Flirting with the chalk and coming second. So it'll be a changeover. Riley Sullivan, number 9, the headgear. Look for a forward. Goes wide. It's actually the fullback coming in Broadhurst. One-hand pickup. I hate the one-hand pickup. Xavier Knott. Short ball, hitting it with pace is Noah Cody. He's going to get a few extra metres after contact with that sort of a play. Spinning and turning in the hit shot. Here's Callquist. You're on your own, mate. He looked outside him, Noah Cody, but realises there was no one keen on the footy, so he did his job, straighten the play. Line defence up, coming up quickly, causing the knock on. That's good quick, sharp defence from St. Pat's to come out of the line, right on the mark. As soon as the ball hits the ground, you can go. Spinning, hitting Campbell. Again, they come to this left-hand raid to St. Pat's against the right-handed defence. So you have to keep an eye on that 4 and 5. Oh, there's a big shot. Got the offload away in the end. Morrow. 6-0 to St. Pat's. They're on the attack again. Jackson. Shears puts it on the toe. Lands right on the try line. He knocks it on right on the chalk. Oh, why would you be a fullback? You got a feel for Mason Broadhurst there. Sent it high in the sky. I'm going to try and help you out here, mate. I'm going to assume that white ball against a white cloud, you're going to lose it. It'll be hard to pick up to the last second. Such as the height that ball's set. To the right they go. Oh, left-hand fend. Tries another left-hand fend. Mark Morrow. Metre short. He's on his back though. Take a while to spin around and get up. Again, back line, a deep one. Goes back inside, does Fenlon. Dummy half is Ryan John. They go back inside. Testing out the middle defenders. That's Javen Ramsamy. So options left and right here for the dummy half. They go to the right-hand side. Takes the line. Grub a kick into the in-goal area. Tidied up at the back here by Broadhurst. And he may have lost in the tackle and has gone to touch. So that will be a scrum feed to St. Pat's. Mackay. It's a very good, let me check my watch. Very good afternoon to Michael Crutcher. How are you?
Very well, John.
Right.
Well, it would have been morning, but I just came from Field 5 to Field 1 direct.
You left at 10 o'clock.
So there were no Ubers, so I had to walk. No, it's a great walk over there. You go from Field 5, which is the far part here. Field 6 is a bit closer to here, past all the action. It's a great site at Confraternity Carnival.
All right, so they get another charge on to St. Pat's, already with a 1 try. Front row trying to go between a couple of shoulders. The defence is there, led by Cooper Broadhurst. So Mason might be his brother at the fullback. They'll get up and play it. Oh, grabs that from in front of his face here. Mark Morrow, and then from that he gets the offload and it's a try. St. Pat's go over.
Adam McSherry there just taking advantage of that almost hesitation. You know, when players sometimes juggle balls and drop balls, it can make defence just get a little bit in two minds, and McSherry got through to score an important try. So I sort of jogged back here, if you like.
We've known each other for a long time. You still like it. Wow.
And there's a group of people coming from Field 5 back to this field now, because that game at Field 5 was, we said yesterday was a day of madness at Confraternity Carnival. Well, the madness has continued into day 2 as we see this replay here of Adam McSherry's try, because St. Brendan's had a near-death experience yesterday with Marist Ashgrove, and they got out of jail to draw with a late penalty goal. Today they played Padua College, another Brisbane school off rugby union season. Padua College led 16-0 at half-time. St. Brendan stormed back to take the lead 18-0 with about 2 minutes to go. Padua then scored a try in the left corner in the last 30 seconds, only for the referee to overrule his touch judge and say no try. So St. Brendan's win 18-16. Now they top Pool A. So Brendan's have top Pool A. Padua moves into second in Pool A. What that means is there's a crossover this afternoon. So Pool A, first and second, play Pool D first and second. And what we're seeing here now is a contest to decide what happens in Pool D. So there's a whole bunch of players from Brendan's and from Padua on the way over here just to try and get that scout as to what these teams are doing. They'll also be watching this field behind us, which is TCC, the Cathedral College, which leads this pool at the moment. So this is all this drama of day 2, just trying to work out who you're going to play. And you know, we said last night that we were no clearer after one day on who might be the threats in this competition. And we're still no clearer. The Brendan's Padua game really was as close as it gets.
Will that break be long enough for you guys to sort this mess out?
Never long enough.
They
all you
put you under the pump.
All you need is 10 minutes and we can sort the whole thing out.
A lot of things can happen in 10 minutes. So at the moment, 12-0 lead here to St. Pat's and Mackay. Rocky Grammar had a lot of opportunities. It's all been St. Pat's.
And if you talk to anyone around Confraternity Carnival who's seen it, Rocky Grammar, of course, the Shield champions in 2017. Their reputation is, and you know, the St. Pat's Mackay team knows this really well. Rocky Grammar always play hard. They got strong, hard players. They always present a difficult opponent, regardless of which players might be in year 11 or year 12 in a given year.
McSherry get up and play the try scorer on the halfway. Short ball, runs it with pace as Rem Sammy. Last tackle now, says referee. Puts it on a high kick. Fenlon taken the end there nicely from Justin Sharps. We've seen a lot of high balls here on field 1. Michael Crutcher, he's since been away. It's been pretty hard going for the fullbacks. We've seen a couple of them being spilt. High balls, grey cloud, white footy. Not ideal. And then you've got the thundering hooves of the chasers as well in your ears.
We can just see some of that wear and tear now on the field, a little bit of it. And it's surprising it's not more. These fields are in great condition. Across the 6 fields, they look fantastic. And you're always going to have fields that do look a little bit tired, but tomorrow's a rest day. They'll work on them again and they'll look great Thursday, and they'll just hope that the mist that's falling at the moment, it is just very misty.
Yeah, it's just a light dew at the moment. But in saying that, it's a good thing they're playing rugby league out here, not rugby union.
That's very true.
Might have a lot more carnage on the turf. That cut-out ball to 2 players. Full front rower in the back line, in the number 8. Wasn't supposed to go to. Pop pass or a netball pass is to Denham. They're keeping it alive here, Rocky Grammar. They want to try and get some points on before the halftime siren, which is due in 2.5 minutes. Hitting again with pace. That's the man that was in the back line. That's Noah Cody. 22 out. Referee's trying to get St. Pat's back on side. Short ball again. They're using that hip passes. That might be Pigeon out there. No, it's actually Cooper Broadhurst kicking the in goal area. It's going to be allowed to go dead in goal. He covered that all the way to the fence there, did Norman Campbell.
Noah Cody in the number 8 jersey with that haircut. He does bring back memories of Ben Condon, who was a Rocky Grammar Confraternity Shield champion in 2017. Went on to play for the North Queensland Cowboys. He's certainly got a bit of Ben Condon with that short hairstyle about him. It's getting back a bit now, 7 years ago.
Well, it's almost an army-style haircut, so probably enjoy the sound of the siren. It's going to come up in about 80 seconds' time, but he's certainly been a strong player here as Noah Cody. Fresh legs here, Jack Townsend. And Jack's going to come up with an error. So they've got a minute to pack it. Of course, or give them some chance to get some points on before the thing. They're giving hand claps left, right and centre here. Might want to just come in and pack the scrum, boys. Of course, you've got the minute to go.
You've got St. Pat's Mackay ready before the team that has a chance to...
Who want the points.
Yeah, have one last set before the break. And no one to pick the ball up here to feed the scrum either. That might be handy.
I'm telling you, well, it depends on what they're having for half-time. Maybe they're just keen to get the croissants or the donuts in.
Yeah, that's about 20 seconds lost there, which will be potentially important. We're down to 30 seconds when the ball's fed.
Yeah, well, that's two tackles, isn't it? Half a break here. Look out. Bronson Carlos Been elusive for the first 20 minutes. Catch and pass again. Cody in the back line. 40 metres out. There he is again. He's playing first receiver. I don't know. Somebody told him he had a 6 on it. He believed him, I think. Last play. Comes up with an error. Probably sums up what Rockhampton and Grammar have done all game. We'll take a break. It's 12-0 in favour of St. Pat's from Mackay. 12-0 over Rocky Grammar. Rocky Grammar, too many handling errors for my liking. A quality side like St. Pat's are pouncing. 2 tries in that first half. The first one to Caden Musk in the 6th minute. Then the 13th minute, Adam McSherry gets the crumbs that have been pushed back to go over and score their second try. Both of those have been converted to lead. They have a 12-0 lead. And Michael Crutcher joins me, and the puzzle continues. I can see Johnny Thomas to my right is also not looking forward to the break and trying to work out who's going to play who next. I just say, let's cage fight, put them all in one, put them all in one field. See who comes out the best.
John Thomas has got his scientific calculator here. He'll be doing COS type equations and all things to get this sorted out for this afternoon.
All that sort of stuff. Yes.
Whatever it'll be 100% right. And the simple equation here is that Rocky Grammar has to win. Whoever wins this match here goes through to the Shield quarterfinals this afternoon. That's pretty much it. On the other field, TCC just leading St. Peter Claver College.
Siren goes off. We're underway. Div 1 clash here. St. Pat's versus Rocky Grammar. 20 minutes to decide, and we've seen it so many times as you had around the grounds here. 12-0 isn't enough.
No, it's not enough. This, particularly the 2024 Carnival, nothing's enough. It's had more twists and turns than I can remember in recent years. It's been quite a carnival so far. And
while it's hard to sort of work out who's playing who, that's what you want, isn't it? Just anybody's got a chance or alive. You don't look at the results of the scoreboard. You play your own footy and let the cards lie or where they fall.
Yeah, and like we said last night, you get to the end of day one at Confra and you've got a little bit of an idea about the teams that will contend. Well, we still don't know at the moment. So this afternoon will just be so interesting. So if you're watching via our Facebook stream, let us know where you're watching from. We've got some good numbers across this whole Red Corner production, just thousands and thousands watching Confra across the 6 fields. If you're watching via the Facebook stream, though, let us know where you're watching from.
Must get the try scorer. I'll get up and play it. 15 short of halfway. Rocky Grammar just trying to defend as best they can without coughing up some points. The referee's got them back a million miles. Some referees like to go back, say, 12 metres and have everyone in front of them to make it at 10. Not the case here, of course. So forwards combining. Cohen Jackson. Now with Ryan John. Sends it aerial. There's McSherry. Taken nicely at the back here. Needs to hang on to it. Does so with a carry back. Thinking about an offload, but
yeah, there was a thought there.
I'm sure the coach is saying, don't do it.
Got a shout out from Mackay going for St. Pat's on our Facebook live stream. Great support for Pats, particularly 2 years ago when the Confraternity Carnival was in Mackay. It was a memorable carnival, great numbers, and Pats Mackay just missing out on the shield. They made the grand final that year against Iggy Park.
Well, it was the thing about that was, of course, they had the one grandstand. You could see just a swathe of people, whereas here at Jack Mansky, they just lined 4 or 5 deep all the way around the outside of this field. So it's hard to get numbers, but certainly, yeah, that was a great carnival, Mackay, especially the first night when Mackay played under lights. It's been the tradition when lights were available, and that was a massive crowd. And from memory, Mackay won that game.
They did. The girls and the boys played that night, which was like last night here with Iggy Park with a big home crowd last night. So let's see who backs up today.
So this is a bit of a slugfest at the moment. Let's see who breaks first. As I said, 12 points isn't enough, so we've gone through without any points being added. Whippy. Guyver flirting with the outside line now. I just wonder, he's going to say it's a knock on.
Yeah, no advantage from that original knock on. So which is a correct call to come back. So the outside fields at the moment are very interesting just to see some of these scores. We saw last night Marymount level with Ignatius Park College here. Right now they trail St. Pat Shorncliffe 10 points to 8 over on field 4, which is a big chance for St. Pat Shorncliffe. They haven't won a game yet in this carnival, but that would be an almighty upset against Marymount if they can do that. Marymount with their strong team out there, Philip Coates on the field, Oscar LaFranchi, so that's an interesting one at the moment.
Do you know if he started, Crotch?
He did, because I jogged past about 2 minutes into the game.
Mate. It's about you ago, mate.
And I thought, sure? He can't miss Philip Coates on the field, but his knee strapped again, so he was there. Oscar LaFranchi was there. So, yeah, it's a game that Mackay will want to win, but they'll still go through Marymount even if they don't win that.
So at the moment, Rockhampton Grammar trying to stay in the hunt for the big dollars. Here he goes again. Noah Cody. I think he's playing it front row. I'm not really. He's playing the back. There's a penalty here for Rocky Grammar to try and pounce 22 metres out, but he seems to be everywhere. Noah Cody.
Yeah, so I said that Ben Condon, more than just looking a bit similar size. Ben was a very tall and significant presence in that 2017 team, so he's playing well.
Cooper Broadhurst. Whether he's related to Mason at fullback. It's very odd to have a front rower and a fullback guy. Why would you be a coach? It's just so disappointing that Broadhurst comes off with an error, and so St. Pat's survived their initial error.
Yeah, that was a big chance too, 15 minutes to go to get a full set in real close attacking range. So the other field at the moment, TCC leading this division, leading this pool, I should say, 4-0 up against St. Peter Claver, another school that didn't win the match yesterday but is clearly in this game over there at the moment. Just an update there from Tim, who's all over this. 6-4 to St. Peter Claver.
Mate, I think it's past Tim. Nothing all. Chances here, split up the middle. Look, unfortunately, it's just weaved and slipped underneath, unfortunately. He's on his way. Now with Thorburn. And I don't want to go back to the penalty here. Wow, that's deep in the tackle count. I don't want to go back to the past too much, but geez, there's got to be an argument to bring the old metal tags back after I've seen what I've seen here today. Those slippery little, what do they call them?
The moulded tags.
Moulded tags.
Yeah.
Just, plastic on grass just doesn't seem to work. Plus, if you manage to walk over the top of somebody, you leave a little mark.
Not that that would ever happen at Confraternity Carnival.
No. Well, you're going to be in the way. You're in the way. Ram Sammy. But yeah, just had those sprigs a little further apart just for a little bit more grip. Shears. Oh, catch and pass. Might have been a knock on, but it is a knock on. And I thought, actually, initially, Crutch, I thought it might have been a knock on from Rocky Grammar knocking the ball out, but it wasn't. Yeah,
I thought the same. The touch judge and the referee are closer than me. Interesting tactics here from St. Pat's Mackay. I mean, they've just been a Confrat powerhouse for decades. Is Mount Stewart gets a bit fuzzy behind us, John, which means there's a shower coming across. Pat's Mackay, their strength this year perceived to be in their forwards, and see if they could just keep it simple. That was some of the mantra before the game. Keep it simple, complete your sets, push through the middle, and take your options outside when they do present themselves. So that's a great shot.
That's a lovely tackle coming from the side there. Jack Thorburn. He wouldn't have seen him coming. So that drizzle is getting a little bit heavy. It's coming from right to left, so it's on a bit of an angle. So the breeze, if anything, is going to favour Rocky Grammar. I'll get up and play it on the 30. Getting a little bit heavier. Big contact here coming from St. Pat's Mackay. They don't want their line crossed. This effort in the middle of the park has certainly been solid. again coming up on the line too quick, and the dummy, the halfback, and Callum Denham is the last. So Riley Sullivan has to put on the toe. That's going to say knock back. Eventually you'll pick it up. 5 out from their own line. St. Pat's defending a 12-0 lead with 11.5 to go. They score next, Crutch. I doubt Rocky Grammar could come back.
Yeah, Rocky Grammar really needs that field position now. Try and give themselves a chance close to the line.
There's a good defensive set so far from them. So they don't give away a penalty deep in the tackle count. They've done their job. Have the forwards. There he is again. Noah Cody involved in the tackle. They're going to come blind. Looking for a kick. Puts it on the toe. It's got some juice. That's into the breeze. Taken to the back there by Mason Broadhurst. And Broadhurst will come straight back into the line. He'll take the tackle. 12 short of halfway. So they got to the kick. Field position was denied by that defensive set from Rocky Grammar. So now they've got an opportunity to get deep inside St. Pat's for a fifth tackle option. Oh. Cody. See, I don't know where he's playing now. He's on the right side.
He's ball hungry.
He's mad, and that's what I love about him. I'll name my next child after Cody. Puts it on the toe. I don't think that was the last. Looking for 40-20. Well, they might have been inside the 40, unfortunately. They didn't go the 20 either. So
just went across that 20, but probably just stepped outside. So we're just keeping an eye on these other games. We've got 10 minutes to go down to the last quarter here.
Yeah, 10 to go.
St. Pat's, Shorncliffe have just fallen behind Marymount. And looks like on the other field, looks as though TCC have scored to regain the lead against St. Peter Claver.
St. Pat's carry there from Saxon Cross. Trying to get to their feet quicker. Rocky Grammar trying to slow the ball down. Just watching, they're just hanging there a little bit longer, and up they get. So good play here from Rocky Grammar. Sherry, flat-footed, easy target for 3 defenders, gets pushed back towards the halfway line. Last tackle here now for St. Pat. So another good defensive set here from Rocky Grammar. A little bit of foursome backs here, just trying to get some field position, but the clock's against St. Pat's. Oh, that's going to come up, stuck play on, says the referee. He's going to pick it up and keep going. Ram Sammy. Justin Sharps drops the ball. It's looking gloomy on the weather chart and looking gloomy for Rocky Grammar. Points are leaked here. Oh, he's dropped it right on the chalk. White line fever.
We do, at the end of every day, a highlights package of the best tries of the game, which is very popular on social media. The tries across 6 fields, so we have so many to choose from. If we were to do a highlights package of errors made in the last 2 days, if you watched 2 minutes of it, you'd be in therapy.
Totally, as a coach.
Try lines open.
We saw one here.
Yeah.
In goal.
But this is...
other ones where they've just... Yeah, you're right.
This is Confraternity Carnival. It's fatigue. It's pressure. It's really wanting to play hard for your mates. You don't want to let them down. Sometimes, you know, it means people try a little bit too hard, but that's Confro. And we'll see what role those errors play, especially this afternoon, when we know what Tuesday afternoon can do when it comes to fatigue and your 4th game in the space of 2 days and your carnival hopes on the line.
Oh, here's a penalty relieving one. Rocky Grammar in the next set of possessions really need to come close to scoring, get a repeat and then score, because 7.5 to go. And the hardest part about all that, Crutch, yesterday, yes, possibly, things are a little bit different right now considering the rain. It's not going to be as easy to catch the footy, keep your footing.
Yeah, that's right. It just makes it a bit harder. And you lose confidence too, and you can just see those parts of the field where there is a little bit of wear and tear, and that's where we're seeing players slip. And you do lose confidence when you come through those areas here. Certainly it's only a small part of this field, but it is the heavy traffic areas. So it just sometimes takes out, and we've seen, you know, the way that speed has killed in some of the moments of this carnival so far, with some of the quick men who've managed to get through and some of the quick girls who've been scoring some great tries. So that will have a role this afternoon.
Yeah, you're going to see player management, especially with forwards, if they've got to do a lot more tackling, a lot more ball carrying, just to keep that ball close to hand rather than fly it out the back. So forwards are going to earn their dollars this week.
And the choice of field for this afternoon's games, I mean, the Shield Shield quarterfinals will be, on 1 and 2 mainly. But I tell you what, there's no problem being on field 5 out there. It's a great surface, as Tim mentioned yesterday. So this ground's in great nick.
I might have to go and have a look, and that's going to be knocked on, and a penalty inside the 10. So Assumption, sorry, not Assumption, Rocky Grammar, a game with an opportunity, 15 out. If they can, they're going to kick for touch.
Where did Assumption come from?
Oh, you want to jump inside this head right now, mate? I've got every single Confro side in the skull at the moment. I'll pull anyone out. It's just a crazy world in there at the moment.
I've made a brief entry to the mind of John Devine to find out, and I've walked out pretty quickly.
I'll tell you, well, you put that on top of 20 players from each team. So here we go. Driving with the legs. Broadhurst, is he there? Referee says held up. That's a good strength. 1, 2, 3. Mackay, St. Pat's players underneath there in defence, so they'll get another carry.
TCC has scored again, potentially over there. Looks like they'll wrap up the top of this pool. I think that's what's happened.
I love the last carry this man did, Joshua Withus. Oh, Joshua Withus is so close. Look at, there's the chalk. There it is. They fire it out. Wobbly old pass. Has to pick it up on the half volley. Not a great ball here, but Denham again. So passing is hard, trying to get that grip on the ball to throw it and hit your man, and then an error right in front of the uprights. Under 5 minutes to go here. So St. Pat's Mackay breathe a sigh of relief, and they'll fancy themselves to finish this one in front.
Yeah, over on the other field, Marymount is now 18-10 ahead of St. Pat's Shorncliffe. So valiant effort by the Paddy's boys from Shorncliffe, but Marymount is pulling clear with 4 to go.
Hang on a second, mate. 8-0 with 2 to go, you can still win.
That's right.
8 point lead. Weren't you here the other day?
I did watch the replay and hear you say this game's wrapped up.
Yeah, totally for mine. They had no right to beat St. Mary's, but
you were right.
I was glad to be wrong.
The game was wrapped up. 28-0 Iggy Park over Shalom. So the host school really putting something on the line right now.
Well, this isn't helping Rocky Grammar out. This referee wanted it played on the mark. Littleford is the referee. So you watch the big hits now here come from Rocky Grammar, where they try to dislodge this footy. Withers one of those. He hangs on to it. Didn't play that too well. I was going to say it's a knock on. Well, he's going to remonstrate here, but to be perfectly honest, he's probably like it wasn't a penalty because he didn't play it properly, but it's a little knock on. So Rocky Grammar, how many opportunities do you need? This has got to be the one. You have to score here. Yeah,
this is 3.5 minutes left. TCC has scored again on field 2, so this pool is wrapped up for TCC. It's a matter of whether Rocky Grammar can score 12 points in the last 3 minutes, or else
lock it up, isn't it?
Or else Mackay goes into yet another Confro Shield quarterfinal.
I'll let this one. I'll mess with your head now. What happens if it's a draw here?
That's when you get John Thomas's scientific calculator.
There you go. But first things first, they've got to get across the line.
The draws are then on for and against. So draws are on for and against is the first marker.
Well, I've just given, that's pretty much the last roll of the dice. Well, hang on, he's changed his decision here. He's given the penalty.
That's a back chat penalty there. It was going their way, and there was some dissent, which turns it around. So you talk about coach killers. I'll put that on the highlights package.
Well, if you want some coach killer ones, I've got some beauties for you, especially from the kickoffs from some of these games here this morning. Big carry here from the lock forward, and Xavier Knott will stand. Broadhurst throws a dummy, tries to burrow across. Penalty.
Running around his player there, so that'll do that. So We have a 10-minute break coming up after this game. It's the only 10 minutes John Devine gets off for the whole week. So I hope you make good use of the 10 minutes. And in that time, we will then work out the draw for this afternoon. The girls' Shield semi-finals are worked out. They'll be on field 1 and 2 here from 1:40 p.m. or 1:50 p.m. Got to check my my timing. So they're ready, and Mount Maria Mitchelton has made it into those girls' Shield semi-finals, along with the teams that we thought, the defending champions TCC, St Pat's Mackay, and also Marymount, the inaugural girls' champion. So that's going to be semi-finals in about an hour and a half, a bit over an hour, and then we'll work out all of the boys' ones, which will culminate in the Shield quarterfinals in the last games this afternoon.
Yeah, I certainly hope I get that full 10 minutes because my council charges by the minute. That's where I'll be, on the couch. Getting that assumption thing taken out of my head. A lot more work to be done. 40 minutes out from the try line. McSherry puts it high in the sky here. This will be a nicely taken. Calm, cool and collected it is. Mason Broadhurst takes that nicely on the chest. Less than a minute to go here in the draw, which is set. And this will be the last game of that set draw. Then after that, it's been put together by the powers that be.
So when it comes to confraternity carnivals, the teams you expect to see in the Shield semi-finals include St Pat's Mackay and TCC. They seem to be perennial Shield quarterfinalists. They'll be there again, along with Ignatius Park and Marymount going through. We'll have to work out what's happening in Pool B, which was headed by Iona last night, and in Pool A, St Brendan's and Padua are going through. So.
And is Mara Sashgrove in that pool?
Yeah, they just missed out in that pool, despite their great performance against Brendan's yesterday. So,
last play of the match here. It's going to be knocked on. 6 to go, says the referee. That will be full time here, and a win, a grinding out win here. Both tries scored in the first half, a scoreless second half. St Pat's, too good, 12-0 over Rockhampton Grammar. As the rain sets in, we'll take a break here. This is Confraternity 2024, and we look forward to your company for some quarterfinals this afternoon. St Pat's 12, Rocky Grammar 0.